Hey there, everyone. Today I'm excited to show you a new feature in Ministry Platform called Communication Requests. I'm going to show you how to add a new request to our communication department inside of Ministry Platform, attach fields to that request, review, edit, and add notes if you have to update the request at all, and then also how to receive notifications from the communication department if they have any changes. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. All right, well, the first thing I want to show you is how to submit a request to communications. This might be a request for things on the website, social media requests, things in print that you might need done, design elements, whatever it is from communications you need to request, this is the place to submit it. So just in case you've never signed in to Ministry Platform before, this is the first thing you would see. It comes in on your home page and you see this basic menu on the left-hand side. The first thing you need to do is click, or basically click this little advanced tab right down here in the corner. And then that's when you're going to see more menu items to select or options to select. On the left-hand side, I'm going to go down to a menu item that says Communication Request. It's a little truncated there, but I think you can make that out. It's right under Communications. I click that. And then you should only see something that says My Communication Requests. So you just click on that My Communication Requests. If you have existing communication requests, you'll be able to see them and click on them to edit them or update them or review or do things which I'll talk about in a second. But in this case, I want to create a new request. Now this is just going to be a test request, so I'm going to go ahead and put in big bold test. Now you only have a short little bit to put in the title. This is just a very simple thing like new logo for IT. Okay. Now in the description, I say this. I'm going to, again, for our communications friends, this is just a test for a new logo. All right. Now, first thing I want to do here is I want to put a due date. Now we're going to ask that, you don't want to do the due date. We want to have some courtesy. It's going to take most things take a week to 2 weeks. So I'm going to go ahead and just say by next Friday, something like that. And as far as time's concerned, I'll just say maybe 5 p.m. The requester is going to be yourself, basically. This is one where I wish I could make it to where it automatically goes in there. This is just a limitation we have in this particular system. You have to put yourself in there. And then the ministry, information technology. And now if I did have additional notes, I would put them here. This is just a test. All right, you can see I'm going out of my way to make sure I don't actually put a real request in. So this is where we can do some categorization in here. This is a new creative need. I don't need anything else here. I don't have any posters. If I did have any of these, if I wanted to do posters, I don't have to click an extra thing. I would literally say, let's say I wanted my logo on posters. Let's say I want 5 posters. Let's say I needed rack cards because I'm doing some kind of thing with my new logo or something. I wanted 100 rack cards. Basically, by putting a number in here, you're telling them you do want rack cards. If you leave it blank, that means you don't want any of these type of items. If I wanted things on social media or Facebook, this is where I would put that, or a public service announcement for the side screens, or a stage announcement. Anything that I'm going to request there, this is where I would put all that information. If I wanted something like my new logo put in the Hope Happenings, I would put that there. And then there's always an other something. In addition to notes and everything else, if there's some other type of thing that didn't fit here, I could put that here as well. So I'm submitted, or I've entered all the notes I want to put in here. So I'm going to go ahead and click save. And now I will get this little confirmation. Yes, I want to submit this communication request. Now everybody in communications will get a notification that has my request, so it won't slip through the cracks. And there you go. You've submitted your new request. All right, well, I just submitted a request, and let's say I want to attach a file to that request. I might have some example of a graphic I'm sharing some ideas about, or maybe some text in a Word document or PDF or something, whatever that file might be. I can go ahead and attach it to this request. And to do so, on the right-hand side, I see a little column of tasks, files, and audit log. I can click on Files, and then I can click on the Attach File button. And now I can go ahead and I can either drag something there, or I can click here on that drag and drop files to browse for whatever it is I want to put up there. So let's just say I have something here that is a logo idea for my department. And I'm going to go ahead and highlight that logo idea and put it in here. I don't resize it. You don't have to put any description in it or anything like that. I can just go ahead and click the attached button after I attach it there, and it'll finish that process of attaching it to my request. You can go ahead and review that file by clicking on the actual file itself, or the file name itself. Once I'm done reviewing it, I can go ahead and close it. I can actually attach multiple files by just clicking the attach file again and then browsing for another file. If I wanted like a document or something like that, I could do that. Or if I had another graphic, I can go ahead and do that. So here's another graphic here. I can go ahead and put that up there just by attaching it. And now, as you can see, I have multiple files. Once I'm done, I can just go ahead and close this, or close this actual document by clicking on the close button up there. And then you see I have my open request with the communication. I can come back to this at any time, which we'll talk about in just a few seconds. All right, the next thing I want to show you is how to review, edit, add notes, things like that to a request. So I log or sign back into Ministry Platform. You see I come back to my home page. I'm going to go ahead and go to this communication request item on the left-hand menu under communications. And I'm going to click my communication requests. And now I can see my request. And then basically to edit that request or open it, read it, review it, whichever, I can go ahead and I will just open that up, click on it, and I'll be taken right to it. I can edit it if I wanted to add a note to this or make a change or whatever. I can go ahead and put the latest change. This is the latest note. Okay, let's just say I put that note in there and I wanted it to stand out, so I can actually make that note bold, whatever. I can add some things there. I can add a link to, if I had a website or something I wanted to show as an example or whatever it might be, I can add a link here if I wanted to, things like that. I can go ahead and do that there, and now I can save it. And when I save it, it's going to basically, when I update this file, it's going to ask me to submit this request again, and I'm going to confirm that submission. And it's going to send a task, or I should say, excuse me, it's going to send an email notification to the communications department so they don't miss any changes. So in case this was a last minute change for a funeral or some kind of thing, they'll get that notification immediately. And that's basically wait for that, and I'm done adding a request or editing the request. All right, well, the final thing I want to show you is how to respond to a request. So if the communications department updates your ticket and chooses to send you an update or a notification, you will receive it in an email like this, say from the Hope Communications Alerts, and you will see this is the title of your request or the description of your request. I can go ahead and click on that request, view request there, and then I'll see a note, "Hi Mike, please see attached draft of your new logo and add your notes here to let us know any feedback you have." So I can go over here to this file and I see there's a new attachment there. I click on it. This is obviously not the logo, it's just a demonstration, but I can see that logo and then make a note to say, yes, we're heading in the right direction. So by clicking on this edit record here, and I would put the notes on top, any new notes I put on top. This is great. Now I click save, and when I confirm this submit, the communications department will get a notification with my note in it. They'll get a similar email with a link to it. And that's it. That's how you edit and review, update, see those types of things. So that is our new request system in a nutshell. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching.